Okay, I was saying that's how I got off before on my digression to back to the major sevenths, which is we go to the fourth, the major seventh, with the string shapes as the inner and the outer, the inner and the outer notes, and we go to the fifth with this guy. So remember, this guy is going to the fourth. All right. How do we know it's going to the fourth? Because we're going down the pattern that goes up in fifths. The circle goes in fifths one way and fourths the other way. So when you're going down a pattern, okay, you're essentially moving the pattern up. So if I'm on a C and I go down to a C, I've essentially moved the pattern up, and it's going to its fourth. All right, so that's, just one last time here. We've got F, C, and then we go to root 3 here. Okay, so we're at 4, 6 here, 4, 6. We're going down to root 3. So we're going to its fourth to get these intervals for the, for the ramp pattern. Okay. Now we're just looking at the double string shaped P4 pattern. We've got 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 root 2. Okay, 2, 3, 4. And we're looking at these letters here. And, how we're going caged. And then from A to E, we're going to a fifth. Okay, and then we go a caged advance that takes it to the fourth of the original. So the fourth of the C shape, the fourth of the A shape, rather, is the D shape. We just follow our way up that way. I'll play it. Maybe if I take the capo off, we could start a little lower. So again, this is like a circle. Okay, so I have an actual circle for this. Try it here. If you want to start on the D shape down here, I have a D shape down here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go 6, 7 root 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7 root 2, 3. Okay, then 4, 5, 6 we could do. Alright, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6. Then 7 root, then 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it all the way up there. We do it in short string shapes. You can insert a long string shape if you want to. Okay, if we wanted to go the long string shapes, but you can get into trouble, but you can always throw one in there when you go to a 5, 6 or a 4, 5 or a root 2. So from here, say in this G string shape here, let's find a G here, a G. Remember, a G starts on the 6th. Why? Because when we play a G chord open, this would be your fret, not my finger. The E becomes the 6th. So the G string shape is 6, 7 root. When we play a G string shape there, I forgot what we were talking about. We got 6, 7 root, and then we can go root 2, 3. We could go into the long pattern from there. 5, 6, 7. So you go. But that you could get a little string burn on, on that. You only want to slide if you're going to slide. It's easy to slide a half note, or just you don't have to slide it. You can do it like that. Just move the finger and do it, whatever they call it. Not particularly staccato, but just without bending the note or sliding it. It's portamento kind of thing. Synthesizer can do portamento, like, Okay. So these are the string shapes that are involved going around a circle of caged double string shape fourths. Alright? So this is the last segment. So this has been a pretty good lesson. We have the Long John keyboard up here in case we want to look at it. Let's check the resolution on that. We can zoom way up there, and yeah, we can still see the 94 key piano notes starting way down here on super low C down here. So here's C, here's low C, here's ultra low C, and then if I go into transpose mode, I can go I had to C minus 12 because I didn't want to miss that one. Okay, so we start way down there and we can do an F minor 7th, F major 7th rather, to, I got it right here, a G 7th, and then to an A major 7th, and we're skipping every other note to B half diminished 7th, to C, to C minor 7th, G major 7th, to D minor 7th, and then to E minor 7th, so let's zoom out a little bit. You remember the lines through the notes here means that there's a line through the staff there. So middle root is a line through note. Okay, because in between the two staffs we have middle C. So right here we have middle C in between the two staffs. So middle root, I call it middle root because this could, you could shift this keyboard like with your fretboard conveyor belt, but there are other interpretations of fretboard conveyor belt other than just sliding the fret nut somewhere. But that's pretty much what it is. That's the smoothest way of looking at it. So this lower root here, you could call that C, but you could call it C sharp. Okay, if you were to put the capo on a certain note, and call that the lower root, and in the E shape, that would be your lower root. So if I take the capo and just put it on anything, put it down here, wherever that is, that's okay, that's D sharp, it's E flat. So if we play an E shape there, it's going to be an E flat. Alright, so that would become the lower root. But when we're talking about these lines here, we're talking about the key of C. That for sure, this is where it's at. So this fret nut here is where your guitar is. This is the low E here. Okay, and the low E, if we find the root, here's the lower root here. Okay, so here's your lower root. The E would be the E below that. So here's the lower root, and here's the low E. We only get to the F here. The E would be right here on the green line there. That would be the lower E in this little, particular thing. So we might have it on this one. No, we don't have it. Here we have it. So we have the lower C and then the lower E on that green line the way I was talking about. So that's where everything is on the staff, and that's why I have the line throughs here. And when we have the line throughs, you have to be careful moving the fretboard conveyor belt around, okay? Because just think of it, just because you're playing a shape doesn't mean you're changing where that note is on the staff or what that note is. So any one note can be any member of a scale. such as the dot circle that we covered. Hey, we're out of time. It's been a great lesson. We'll pick it up.